to anger. There's nothing more dangerous.
Maybe this is the end, but we won't go home together.
No, I'd rather than death with you.
Sorry.
He used to be like, he used to like smoke.
bad, was it, Ron?
Not as bad as being on this club with you.
Keep your voices down. They'll try to hear us.
It's not making all the noise.
Please!
Secure assorted and various loose items which might fall, scratch, or poke someone. Jewelry, earrings, telephones.
Hermione did it! They're flying! Keep up, Ron! We're on our way! We'll meet you outside!
Right, perfect. And go ahead and face this way. All of this makes her an eating machine that weighs half a ton. I said take another one. Very blue.
In the age of the dinosaurs, a vast ocean was home to an explosion of life. At the top of the food chain sat the Mosasaurus, apex predator of the deep.
You are clear for entry.
In a few seconds, we will be entering Herbivore Valley, where plant-eating dinosaurs roam freely. Keep an eye out for the parasite. In a moment, you will be entering Predator Cove, home to some of Jurassic World's most
All boats in safe zone.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Claire Deer. Please remain calm. We have assets out of containment and help is on the way. In the meantime, please.
A security team is deployed. They will get you.
Owen Brady, the Indominus Rex escape. Please remain in the boat and stay calm.
the phone. Pretty wise. If you need help, you are definitely talking to the wrong guy. You should go right back where you were.
Ooh, Daisy, you a fluffy genius.
No one. Sure is.
That is so sad.
Yeah, but on the bright side, they are.
Yanni, move your puppy butts on up out of here. Wait, what? More dogs walking in. Look at all me. You in the shirt. I think you look. Who's your groomer? Wow. You puppies smell like churros and popcorn. Man, you're making me hungry.
Might make it. Maybe.
No guarantee.
Snowball. Do something I never thought I'd say.
Check out my button cap.
Yeah, a flying boat. You can go home now. You officially seen it all. Change plans. I'm just gonna strap myself to a rock.
This is gonna be great! You're gonna be all clean and fluffy, and you're gonna get adopted in no time. Remind me why I'm helping you put together.
Gaslit. And that's all I'm allowed to say about that one. Prior to that, though, Julia Roberts had been working here for Homecoming. For the second season, she was the executive producer, so she was behind shoot in sound stages 43 and 44. Those are on our right-hand side now. They, of course, ended their run, but we kept up the good quotient by moving in good girls. So Christina Hendricks, Mae Whitman, and Retta now working on their fourth season. Shoot inside stage 40, quick costume change, do launch, go over their lines. It used to be that the stars were given the bungalows on the left-hand side. That was back in the day of contract players, when a star would sign a years-long agreement to only make pictures for one studio. So they were much more of a permanent fixture here, just like
immersive experience. So you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island. The Universal Tram is winding its way through a very rough, narrow.
Where the screen is 10 meters away. We're really creating about 50 minutes of a feature film. That amount of visual information, that number of pixels, and presenting.
Movie magic like CGI, computer-generated imagery, takes us golf cart bases with plaster molds set on top of them. We got pretty creative. Some of them are product placement, the Mercedes SUV from The Lost World. And some of them aren't quite what you remember, like the gyrosphere from Jurassic World. Most people think, where are the glass globes that were spinning around? They never existed for filmmaking purposes. Everybody had to imagine them. Because the cinematographers and the audio engineers realized it was going to be very difficult to capture clean That dino spray is like hand sanitizer, rub it in. Pretty convincing. You guys had actually traveled past where that scene shot. It was back on stage 21. Not inside the soundstage, on the soundstage. They put a lot of jungle-like overgrowth on blue gel to make it look like it was dark at nighttime. They also had to match the atmosphere of the jungle island climate of Costa Rica. They did shoot a lot of principal photography in Costa Rica, but for the stunt work, they preferred to do that here. The case, then you have to match the atmosphere that you've already captured. We do that by surprising this area is prone to flooding, and you might be prone to remembering it in some favorites like The Three Amigos, Chevy Chase, Steve Martin, Martin Short. They filmed a film within their film, so the black and white Shameless and Hard. Prior to that, lots of television, including ER, Community, Crossing Jordan, Criminal Minds Without Borders, and Lady Gaga's music video, Judas, have all hosted here. We bring you a spontaneous thunderstorm, setting the mood with that thunder soundtrack. And now, the waterworks. Courtesy of sprinklers. That's right, sprinklers that you can find in Home Depot. Just make sure that you put them way up high and then angle them upwards so that the water shooting out of them arches gently first, then falls down to earth naturally, just like real rain. Now, naturally, just like real rain, you get too much of it too soon, you'll end up with a plastic.
You can't outrun the wolf, kid!
Yeah, we'll see about that.
During silent filming, you could shoot 6 different productions simultaneously in this one location. There's the main drag and then 5 different side streets. They all had their own self-contained town. A bank, a saloon, a sheriff's department. So you could be a hero cowboy, holster your weapon, and of course the architect, Michael. In just a moment, we will be able to go inside a soundstage for a real treat, getting to look at a hot set. Before that, I do like to point out we have had to dress it up like they were in Washington, D.C. We've restored it to be more like the Bay Area. You can see from the maps on either side of the tracks and the signs hanging down from the ceiling.
What's going on? Let's get out of here! The water main jump road!
Didn't look like you noticed. Then you notice now. Woo! Alright, that's gross. Steve, tell you what, let's pull forward away from the carnage and we're going to do our best to hide behind these flammable gasoline tanks. We should be okay as long as we stick to the pier. Hopefully the shark is going to take the bait. More on that. Here are the stars to tell you about working with their shark, Bruce.
That's a much maligned shark. The shark was frustrated. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
60 classic, directed by Sir Alfred Hitchcock.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all around a vision that Stephen saw.
That you sit down to talk about the war of the world. I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep pressing me. Pressing me. Now listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Okay, I'm closed.
The log cabin you're seeing on the...
First of all, I don't work for you. Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. Cop, I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours. Escort this guy.
DreamWorks Animation, so there is a lot of Tinseltown here in the valley. As we head forward, if you were excited about any of the films or TV shows here at the studio tour,